Hello guys, welcome back to another What If. And this What If, y'all know what if this is. Sorry for the background noise, my sisters are being annoying. So, let's get into the story. So, everything happens in Canaan, but actually wait, no. Let's time skip 1 year. No. Let's time skip 4 years. And this is the day after they get their headbands. As everything goes into canon with Menma getting saved by Ruka and him learning Shadow Jutsu, but he learns Flying Rising also. And Naruto has two Tama. Okay, now I have a lot more time to do this. What if? So now, let's say Naruto gets put on the team with Menma and Sasuke. The reason why they're all on the team is because Menma is just the weakest. Naruto and Sasuke both have the Sharingan, and Kakashi is there to help them with it. So let's just say they go on the roof. As Kakashi tells them to explain themselves, as he points at Sasuke, as Sasuke says, "My goal is to kill a certain someone." Well, my dream is not a dream. It's a reality. And that reality is, I will kill a certain someone. As Kakashi's not shocked, but Menma is shocked. He's like, "Whoa, chill down, man. You're giving off real psycho energy." As then, Sasuke looks at Menma with a cold stare as chills run down Menma gets angry at this as he's about to hit Sasuke as Naruto grabs Menma's arm and says, "You don't want to do this." As then, Menma rips his arm off. Wait, no. As Menma pulls his arm away from Naruto and is about to punch at Sasuke, but then Kakashi says, chill. And then he points at Naruto and says, "Naruto, what is your goals and dreams? And what do you like and hate?" Which Naruto replies, "I hate everything except for my comrades and my brother." And then Naruto says, my dream is to become the strongest in the Hidden Leaf." And then he explains what he likes, which is his comrades and yeah. So then Menma says, "Well, my dream is to become the Hokage, and my goal is to be the strongest Hokage ever known." As then Kakashi says, "Meet me tomorrow at 5:30, and don't be late." As Naruto says, how could we trust you not to be late when you guys late this time?" As Kakashi says, "I won't be late." And then they're walking home as Menma picks a fight with Sasuke. As they get into a fight, as Sasuke kicks Menma in the stomach, and then kicks Menma's chin into the sky. Well, no, kicks Menma into the air. As he jumps up, knees Menma in the stomach again, grabs him by the back of his collar, and slams the back of his foot down on Menma's back and then lands on Menma. And then he walks away as Naruto helps Menma up and says, "You really need to train more." As then Menma says, "But I'll beat you." As Naruto says, "You just got beat by my younger brother. What makes you believe that you could beat me?" As then Menma kicks Naruto. As Naruto grabs the kick, lifts him up, and spins him around and slams him. And then puts a kunai to his neck and says, "Don't try. We're comrades after all." And then Menma says, "Fine." And then when they get home, Menma goes into his attic as he sees 3 scrolls, which is a wind scroll, a water scroll, and a lightning scroll. Let's just say Menma has water, lightning, and wind, which Menma learns some of the jutsus in those books, which is wind style, air bullet, wind style, air stream, water style, water stream, which is he weaves hand signs, sprays water as it wraps around the person, and then he could do whatever he needs. And he could use lightning to stun the enemy. Then Menma has lightning spear, which is he creates a spear in his hand and throw it. And then he also has lightning, what else? No, he just don't have nothing else on lightning. And then that's it. That's all Menma has. Oh yeah, he also has a wind style that creates armor around him, which is not as strong, but it's still. Oh yeah, he could enhance him. Never mind. And Naruto learns a technique where he could put chakra around his body and it enhances everything about him. So he could enhance his speed, his strength. He's mostly everything. His visual powers, and yeah. And Naruto's working really hard to obtain the 3 tomo, but he just can't. But in this time, Sasuke goes over and finds Kakashi and says, "Kakashi, train me." As Kakashi says, "Sure." As then they train. As then Kakashi shows Sasuke his Sharingan. As Sasuke says, "How do you have the Sharingan? You're not an Uchiha." As then Kakashi says, "My friend gave it to me before he died." As Sasuke, by the pure sight of this, he gets mad enough to unlock the 1 tomo, which he runs at Kakashi, and he just angrily just throwing his hands around at Kakashi. He just kicking, punching, using jutsus, and Kakashi's easily dodging and as he catches one of Sasuke's punches and knees him in the stomach, knocking Sasuke out. And then as Kakashi takes Sasuke back to his house, as he drops him off at the porch and knocks on the door and just disappears. As Naruto walks out and sees Sasuke just laying there. As Naruto's like, what happened to him? As he just takes him inside and lets him rest. The next morning, Sasuke wakes up with the wind tunnel in his eyes. As when he walks downstairs, Naruto sees and he says, "You might want to deactivate your Sharingan. You're gonna drain a lot of energy, and we're already gonna drain a lot of energy during this fight." As Sasuke says, "I have the Sharingan," as he pulls up a mirror and says, "Yes." Secretly, but he says, And then he deactivates it. And then when everybody makes it to the training grounds, they don't see Kakashi. As Menma says, "I've been training a lot," which means, well, yeah. And Menma been training on his taijutsu and all his jutsu, so now he caught up to power with, almost caught up to power with them, which means they're just prodigies at this point. As then, let me see if I have that. No, I do. As then, Kakashi finally arrives 3 hours later. As Naruto says, we should hop into the trees and make a plan. As they say, sure. As they all disappear. As then Kakashi says, they're smart. As they make a plan, which is Naruto runs out, makes 5 shadow clones, and starts using his advantage in numbers to see if he could beat him by himself, to throw Kakashi off guard and make it seem like Naruto's dumb. And then Menma will come out of nowhere with a wind bullet, enhanced with lightning, and Sasuke would shoot a fireball, and then Naruto would jump back and throw shurikens and kunas on fire at Kakashi in a triangle shape. So like they, at all angles, they just throwing stuff at Kakashi. As Kakashi jumps and dodges, but then Naruto jumps up and slams his foot down on Kakashi's shoulder, as then Sasuke hits Kakashi in the stomach, as then Menma enhances himself with his wind, and his eyes start glowing, as he made friends with Kurama, so he could use like the cloak, but he don't have the tail or the ears. He just have red aura around him. As in Sasuke and Naruto saying this, Naruto activates his 2 tomo and Sasuke activates his 1 tomo. As then they all rush at Kakashi, as Kakashi says he needs to take them seriously. So he lifts up his headband, appears behind Menma, does 1,000 years of death, and then Naruto and Sasuke are left to fend by themselves. As in they're fighting, as then Kakashi goes underground with a shadow clone and grabs Sasuke and pulls him under. As then Naruto looks at Kakashi with fear, since he never fought someone this powerful. And then Kakashi hits Naruto in the stomach. And then he goes over to Menma and then just knocks him out. As they all wake up, all of them are tied to a tree trunk. As then Kakashi says, "You all passed." As then Kakashi says, "But I'm gonna leave you here." As then Naruto, Menma, and Sasuke say, "What? You can't leave us here?" As then Kakashi says, "Who said I couldn't?" As then he just disappears, as then they have to figure out a way. As then Naruto is able to put a hand sign up as he makes a couple shadow clones, untying them. As they all make it home. Well, that's going to be the end of this What If. Bye.